Saad Duwayqat has only just ended a 38-day hunger strike. The Palestinian 20-year-old was imprisoned for 3.5 years by Israel. He says he was locked up for his political activities and throwing stones. But just as he was coming up to the end of his term, he decided to join around 1,500 prisoners on hunger strike.
I joined because the living conditions were really bad. We want it to be better. You think to yourself that it could be your cousin or your brother or your friend who gets imprisoned after you, so that a person can live in prison with some dignity, even if it's something small, but you should have your dignity.
The flag of the left-wing DFLP, the movement Saad is part of, flies high in his village of Beita. But prisoners from across the political spectrum took part in the hunger strike. 6,500 Palestinians are still behind bars in prisons across Israel and the occupied West Bank. And imprisonment is almost a rite of passage for many Palestinians.
That gate behind me there leads directly into the Ofer prison, where Palestinian detainees, young and old, are held by Israel. Some of them took part in the 41-day hunger strike, and now they think they were successful, not just in terms of securing their demands, but also in getting Palestinians united behind a common cause.
Qadura Faris heads the Palestinian Prisoners Association. He served his own time in Israeli prisons, 14 years until 1994. He remembers the days of the late Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat, but he now thinks the Palestinians may have a new leader in the making, his old friend Marwan Barghouti, the man who led the protest.
Barghouti is a symbol of struggle. According to all the polls, Marwan is supported by the majority of the Palestinian people. Therefore, he is qualified to lead the Palestine, especially as we are still a national movement struggling for its freedom, the freedom of the Palestinian people and their independence. We need this kind of leader to continue our fight for freedom.
Barghouti is a leader in the Fatah movement who's been imprisoned since 2002, found guilty by an Israeli court of murder. Barghouti rejected the authority of the court and did not defend himself.
You know, everybody in this world knows that Marwan Barghouti is fighting for peace.
He's emerged as a popular figure, perhaps the only national leader to have support from different Palestinian factions. And despite serving 5 life sentences, there's even talk of him being a future president. A leader who represents a significant role prisoners have in the Palestinian psyche. Abu Bakr al-Shamahi, TRT World, Ramallah.